This is the inauguration. So this is Trump and Jonathan Swan talking about the inauguration. Let me pause it. Here we go. It's a minute long.
John Lewis is lying in state in the U.S. Capitol. How do you think history will remember John Lewis?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know John Lewis.
Can you say I don't know more fucking times in a row?
I don't know.
I love that he says I don't know John Lewis too.
No. Yeah. I have to know somebody to know things about him.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing, Cecil. If I haven't met somebody personally, I have no way to know anything about that person.
I never met Martin Luther King, so I have no idea about his legacy. I just don't know.
I mean,
what
is
is
he
his
any
legacy?
good? I don't know.
I don't know him. I just don't know who he is.
You know what? He never came to my birthday party.
You know, when
I only know people that come to my birthday
when
party.
I went to the strip club and I invited him, he didn't come. So
I don't know John Lewis. He chose not to come to my inauguration.
Oh, and that can you, like that is absolutely fucking picture perfect narcissist, right? The first thing he says is, "I don't know him, but here's how it affected me." Right?
Here's how it offended my feelings.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't come to my inauguration. Get the fuck out of here. Why do you even care to know that? Are you counting your Facebook likes?
That is seriously it.
The fuck is wrong with you?
That is seriously it. He is counting his Facebook likes. That's exactly it.
He chose. I never met John Lewis. Actually, I don't believe.
Do you find him impressive?
I can't say one way or the other.
Okay, I want everybody to pay attention to him. Go, tell me Alec Baldwin doesn't fucking nail that moment every time he pretends he's Trump, every time he impersonates Trump. This is an affectation that Alec Baldwin absolutely nails every time.
Impressive?
I can't say one way or the other. I find a lot of people impressive. I find many people not impressive. But I didn't.
But no, he says no at the end of the whole thing. I don't know if you guys caught that. He says, I find a lot of people impressive, a lot of people unimpressive. But no, I don't find him impressive. You answered the question with no, so fuck you. I heard it.
You find his story impressive?
He didn't come to my inauguration. He didn't come to my State of the Union speeches.
My widow Paul.
That's right. And
my
again,
feelings.
Nobody has done more for
but
black Americans than I have.
I mean, the civil rights is nothing in comparison to what Trump has done for black people. You know?
Unfucking believable what he's about to say here.
Yeah, it's what I love is when he says that out loud. He says that all the time. Nobody has done more. But what he doesn't realize is that the more is, more federal officers arresting you at your peaceful protest. That's the more. He just doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't want to say that out loud. More, whatever.
He's also talking like what he'll justify it with. He says, I've done more for African Americans than any other president. And he talks about how the economy got better. And so African American citizens, as a result of the economy's improvement, which he gives himself all the credit for, their ship also rose, right? But he cannot cite anything specific except for like the one thing that he did do, and I think it was not useless, is there was some legislation that he signed off on. And it's escaping my memory.
Criminal justice reform?
But it was criminal justice reform. That was not valueless. So like that was okay. He signed off on that. It wasn't his initiative. He didn't lead it, but he signed off on it. So I don't know if I'm giving him credit for not vetoing it.
Right.
But fine.
I mean, that's, that's the thing is he's not orchestrating these bills. He's not the one who's drafting. Trump has never drafted anything in his life.
Right. Yeah. And it's not like he's saying like, here are the things I did specifically and intentionally to help black communities. He's basically saying like, as an after effect of overall improvements in the economy, turns out black people want a little bit around the edges sometimes. It's unavoidable.
Who doesn't?
We're trying to get the white guys rich and occasionally,
who doesn't?
Black people occasionally make $5 too.
Can we talk, Tom, just really briefly about how every chair he looks like he's shitting? Like, why does he look like he's taking a crap? Like, what is wrong?
He does sit in a chair like he's pooping. We should get him a squatty potty.
He should get a squatty potty. I think every chair he should have a squatty potty on so he can
He should have come. But I think he made a big mistake.
But taking your relationship with him out of it, do you find his story impressive, what he's done for this country?
He was a person that devoted a lot of energy and a lot of heart to civil rights But there were many others also.
Well, why would you say that out loud? Like, who cares that there's others? Like, yeah, people can't do things on their own, but you can be an integral part of something and have people think that you did a lot. I don't, like, what the fuck?
Why would you take something away from me? Like, yeah, you know, you rescued somebody from a burning building, but you weren't the first one and only one that ever did it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't count.
You didn't invent rescuing people from burning buildings. What's wrong with you?
You know, maybe if you'd gotten there before the building was on fire, you wouldn't have even had to rescue them. That would have been even better. Building wouldn't have been damaged. Buildings are more important than people.
There's a petition to rename the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama as the John Lewis Bridge. Would you support that idea?
I would have no objection to it.
Yeah.
Do you hear how he even how he pronounce, like, it's like, I would have no objection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just say yes. Sounds like a great idea. He was an amazing leader on civil rights. Like, I think the bridge should be named after him instead of a former Klan wizard.
It's so easy, right? It's such an easy fucking
like the Edmund Pettus, but that guy was a former Klan Grand Wizard. Are you fucking kidding me?
Serious? That's amazing.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking monster.
Hey, Alabama. I normally would say never change, but what I want to say is just change. Change, Alabama. Change. Please change. What is wrong with you down there? You know, I was watching a movie the other day about the civil rights movement. And you know, something that I absolutely had no idea about, Tom, and this blew me away. I guess and again, you know, we're not taught a lot of this stuff in school, so I just don't. I never really knew a lot about the civil rights movement. I knew all the big parts, all the big moving parts that you learn in a civics class, but I never really knew about sort of, you know, the little pieces of it. And, you know, it was a very base sketch is what I'm trying to say. There wasn't anything really filled in.
Yeah. Broad strokes.
And one of the things that I learned the other day was I'm watching this footage and I see on the side of the road people holding up Nazi symbols with white power on it. And I thought to myself, that was a way more recent addition to things because it feels even more absurd. Now, it feels absurd today. Don't get me wrong. It fucking feels stupid and absurd. People should remember, yeah, we fought a war. They lost that war. Don't use a loser's fucking insignia. It's stupid. There's a reason they lost that war. But the fact is it's what, you're 20 years out of the World War II at that point? People that have fought against Nazis may be the ones holding those symbols up. It blew me away. I totally didn't realize that the Nazi symbol was used back then as a way to, again, intimidate black people. I didn't realize it.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I thought that was much more recent.
Yeah, I had no. There's images of them showing the Nazi symbol on the side, handwritten, terrible signs with misspellings.
I had no idea.
Bunch of idiots. But yeah, I mean, fucking blew me away. I had no idea. I thought for sure they would have, at least back then, closer to the war, would have pushed. There would have been a lot more pushback on that, but I guess not.
I mean, like the timing. Jesus
Right?
Christ.